だと思っていたけど、結構若い。ありがとうございます。もう大丈夫です。ん？
The Gorilla God's go-to girl, should you watch it? I'm going to tell you guys straight up from the video on what you clicked for. Here's the easy answer. No, I don't think you do. I don't think there's enough here good to watch it. Now, I can definitely sympathize and understand what the author and what the studio was going for. Like, don't get me wrong. This is being done by Studio 𝐒𝐡𝐴, and this seems to be their only property of Studio 𝐒𝐡𝐴. Now, I don't think it's the studio's fault. I don't think it's the animator's fault. I just simply think it's just the story. This is based off of a web manga, so like a web novel, you know, something that's basically like published to like Tappy Toon or something like that. And this is being adapted by the studio in partnership with Kadokawa. Now, what this is going for is fantasy and romance, and this is basically centered around a character named Sophia Leeler, and she's basically going to be surrounded by a ton of very beautiful men, which that concept alone is fine for me. I totally love the reverse harem. You know, I definitely love the reverse harem routes. I definitely love the female MC romance stuff. If you guys have ever followed the channel, depending if you watch my other channel or this one, I cover a lot of villainous anime. I cover a lot of reincarnation anime. I love the stories where a girl reincarnates and is, you know, reincarnate as the villain and has to kind of change around. I love watching the stories where you have a girl who is, you know, trying to change some love story around or falling in love, and you know, sexy knight comes and saves her. I love all that stuff. But here, what some of the things that I was missing from this one specifically, and again, the things that they're going for is gorilla powers, overpowered, very strong, stronger than all the men. The men seen like something very specific in her, and her slowly captivating the different men, including the captain of the knights around her. And basically, like, she's putting out these like little webs of love webs, and they're all going to be attracted to her, and she's going to be the center of it. But the problem that I have is, I think the story or the concept of the story is just okay. Like, I think it's fine, but the main crux of it needs to be comedy, right? It's romance and comedy. I didn't laugh this whole episode. I didn't find any of it funny. She does have expressions. You know, it is funny that she was given a gorilla. I could tell that there are moments that they were trying to be funny where she was talking about like her appetite or her desire to eat a ton of bananas and stuff. Basically, like her gorilla instincts kind of like kicking in. And you could tell like that was a moment of trying to be funny. The cheetah boy or whatever it was, where like he was freaking out about heights, you could tell that was trying to be funny. Where she was like, oh, you can go down with me, I'll catch you. You know, you can tell what I'm saying by using these examples is you can tell that they were trying to go for comedy in those moments, but they just weren't working. I didn't laugh. And here's the kicker, nor did I smile. And for the whole episode, you know, I was pretty just meh. You know, I was pretty much just like unimpressed, and I just went through it, and I was a little bored at times. And thankfully, the episode felt like it did go pretty quickly, but not in the positive sense. So overall, I just don't think that there's enough good to watch the Gorilla God's go-to girl. Now, you might say to me, you know, but you didn't give it the 3 episodes. You know, there's not enough here, blah, 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 blah. And for me, it's one of those things to where, yeah, that is true for a lot of shows that like, they're trying to build something. You know, they're trying to give you a lot of context before they jump into the core story. I feel like here we got all we needed to see. We got the core story. We got what they're trying to go for. We got the concept. We got to know the character and her predicament that she's in and the powers that have been bestowed to her. Like, we got the meat and potatoes. Like, we got the meal. Like, you know, it's basically, do you want to eat it or not? And for me, I'm just saying no. I think that episode 1s are meant to be shown off, and they're meant to be like really come and hook the viewer, or they're meant to come and sprinkle something on you. It's like, okay, are you interested? And you get to go yes or no. And I just didn't get that grasping of this episode 1 like I have many other shows. And that's the main problem that I have here. So, you know, again, I'm going to go back to, if you decide to watch it, more power on you. If you want to give it 2 or 3 more episodes, more power on you. But I just think that me and a lot of others out there are just be like, yo, this episode was just not enough, and it's not worth watching this over the ton of different shows right now. If I just go look at different shows that literally just like launched today, you could go watch Yandere Elf. I didn't really like that one either, but it's fan service. Unaware Atelier Master, Mebashi Wishes, Ume Masuna, Witch, Lazarus, To Be Hero. You know what I mean? Like, you have all these different shows. Devil May Cry launched yesterday, I think, if that's what you're into. Fire Force is back. Apothecary Diaries is still launching. So you have all these other shows. I just don't think that this one, there's enough here. Those are my feels. Let me know your guys' thoughts in the comments below. I will not be watching this on either channel. But I appreciate you guys watching this video, and I'll see you for more anime content right here. All right, my friends. Peace out.